about privilege? No? Well, too bad, because I'm going to take you there anyway. No, don't apply this to any other thing in your life. Consent is key. The day that I wrote this, there was something about the attacking of white, cis, straight American males. And here is what I have to say about that in a lengthy free verse poem. Oh, white, cis, straight American males. That's a mouthful. Let's break this down and start off with white people. Listen to me, a white human. If you feel attacked by another minority group calling out a white human for being racist or for saying something insensitive, think back to you and why you feel called out. If you have not done anything wrong, and if you've not done anything to be called out for, yes, they did use your group's name, but if you have done nothing to contribute to the bad, do not put yourself in the line of fire that was not meant for you. Take yourself out of the situation and ask yourself, why do you feel so attacked? Take a look at your privilege, and in this case, being a white, cis, all-American male, you, my friend, have hit the jackpot of living. And you might say, but what about blank's group, power and privilege? Well, let's take a minute. Female privilege doesn't exist because women don't have institutional power. Black privilege, trans privilege, and work privilege doesn't exist because those groups do not have any institutional power. Yes, there may be a few, but the majority is male, white, cisgendered, and rich. Dear cisgendered people, first off, you probably don't know what that means, which is definitely privilege, that you don't have to think about it. No, privilege is freedom from consideration. The dictionary definition of cisgendered is relating to a person whose sense of personal identity and gender corresponds with their birth sex. Now that's cleared up. Listen to me, a cisgendered female. If you feel that you are uncomfortable with a trans person using the proper bathroom according to their gender because they might be rapists, reevaluate that thought and reevaluate what you think a rapist is. And while we are at it, let's go back to the Stanford rapist case where his jail term was as long as a wireless headset cord. If you research the amount that sexual assault goes up or rape goes up because of the NDOs or non-discrimination orders, they didn't. You are more likely to fall out of bed and die than be raped because of the NDOs. Stop having that bias, and I know it's easier said than done, but just take a look into your mind for a second. Close your eyes and think of the first word that comes into your mind. When I say trans, explore that thought and ask yourself, why do I feel this way? What are my motives? Why am I so concerned with the lives of other people? Why can't I just do what they feel is right? Why do I think being cisgendered is default? Freedom from consideration. Well, let's consider this. Let people use the correct bathroom, please, and thank you. Dear Americans, as an American, if you are upset with the results of an election, or if you are mad that things are the way that they are, let me ask you, if you are of age, did you vote? If you didn't, stop bitching, get up and do something. If you did, congrats. Keep fighting on, keep up the resistance. Dear males, we know, not every man. But as a girl, we have been taught to carry pepper spray and hold keys in your hand when you walk to your car at night, and when we are catcalled, it is a compliment, so I've been told. With that, don't be butthurt when we try to protect ourselves, and don't get mad at me when I interrupt your mansplaining and man-interrupting. Realize that your voice will be picked out over mine in a crowd. Think about all the times when you could do things that women supposedly couldn't. Think about how you are entitled to my body. Think about all the people in power saying that abortions and birth control should be looked over and reconsidered when none of those men have a uterus and ovaries in their bodies to make that choice. Why is their say more valued than mine? Why do they get to decide what I choose to do with my body? Dear privileged people, note, I said privileged, not cis, white, straight American males. Here are some steps to help out. 1, understand what your agent identities are, like being white, or being straight, or male. 2, understand what your target identities are, like being a person of color, or gay, or a woman. 3, if there is ever a situation where it's, well, cracker is just as bad as the N-word, realize that that word you just censored yourself on, maybe, just maybe, is worse. 4, if it is not yours, it is not your choice. 5, if you do not want to be put in a category, do not contribute to it. 6, educate yourself and don't make opinions based off of so-called facts, off of what you think, and this goes for everyone. To put it all together, dear cis, straight, white American males, did you know that you are less likely to go to jail than a man of color by an astounding 77% more? Did you know that you own most businesses in America and you are more likely to get a job with a criminal background than a person of color with a clean record? This was an ASU study. Do you see where I'm going with this? In the end, you have to educate yourself to make the right decisions. You have to know that if it does not involve you, don't shove yourself in making it about you. Exposing all lives matter. Do not follow in other people's footsteps because it is the easy way out. Do something worth being proud of. Know that you are fully in control of everything you think and do.